Hey everyone, this is Kirk here again at optionalpha.com, and in today's Take 5 segment, I want to talk a little bit about what great liquidity looks like and two things that you should check for when you're looking for great liquidity on a stock that you might want to trade options on, because liquidity is not only important in the actual underlying options, but it's actually important in the actual stock itself too, and I think that most traders actually miss that. So we're going to go over two different examples to keep with this kind of whole two theme. A stock that has great liquidity and a stock that has okay liquidity. So it's not a stock that has horrible liquidity, because those are easy to find, but something that maybe has kind of okay liquidity, to start the day, and kind of borderline, and we can talk about those. So the first one that we're going to talk about is Twitter, and Twitter's up a pretty good chunk today, about almost 2% today as the market opens up, and it's only about 10:30 in the morning, so about an hour after the market opened. And you can see the first thing that we want to check is we want to see, again, great volume and actually the underlying stock. So this is important because this really tells us that the market is extremely liquid for the stock, which then helps us understand a little bit better about the numbers that we have and just be more confident in the numbers that we get as far as probability numbers and standard deviations, things like that. So by having an underlying stock that trades anywhere from at least a couple 100,000 shares a day, and you can see that Twitter has already eclipsed almost 4.2 million shares just in the first hour. So extremely liquid. I would say that kind of a baseline that you maybe want to stay with is somewhere around 500,000, 600,000 shares a day on average. Is really good and very good liquidity. Again, Twitter is a big name, so it's going to trade a lot more, and obviously it's going to be even more liquid. The other thing that you want to look for is you want to look for actually liquidity in both the volume and open interest of the actual underlying options. So with Twitter, again, you can see both on the call side and on the put side, they've got a ton of volume and open interest at the money strikes. Deep in the money strikes on both sides have lots of volume and open interest. So it really bodes well for Twitter. And as an options trader, this is what I like to see. And there's some fills going in this morning. But I like to see a lot of open interest, because that means that the markets are deep, that there's definitely a market there. It may not be active today. But then in the volume category and kind of the volume column, then you can see kind of what activity we've had today. And you can see a couple hundred shares or a couple hundred contracts traded, and each individual strike price really, again, just bodes well for the liquidity of Twitter, that not only does it have deep markets where there's a lot of people who have participated, kind of that open interest factor, but you also have really active markets today where a lot of volume is being traded today. So that really kind of helps. And again, everything is then represented in just better pricing, better fills, a lot faster execution. So one stock that maybe has okay liquidity is GMCR. So this is Green Mountain Coffee Roasters and Keurig. And you can see that today, unlike Twitter, it has good liquidity, very good liquidity. It's had just over 500,000 shares traded in the actual stock today. So very good for early in the day, about an hour into trading. And you can see that the options are very liquid as well, just not as liquid as Twitter. So I wanted to kind of give you this comparison because this is definitely a stock that we've traded before. We'll continue to trade in the future. We like GMCR as far as the options, but you can see that there's definitely a difference between great liquidity and good liquidity. This is by no means a stock that has bad liquidity. It's definitely got open interest. It's definitely got volume, but you can see how much lower the volume is on GMCR today, 50, 10, 9, 12 contracts here and there. So not a lot of activity like Twitter. And again, gives you a good comparison between the two to help you understand what great liquidity looks like. So as always, I hope you guys enjoy these videos. If you like them, please thumb up this video on YouTube or share it on Facebook or Twitter. Let us know what you think. Help spread the word. These videos are designed for you to hopefully learn one new cool thing about options every day when you're kind of going to and from work, and just really quick video tutorials. So as always, happy trading.